Hey, what's going on?
Hey, there we are, man.
Yep.
Shoot, I was just playing around in the comments.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn the comments on.
No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I have a hard time doing it all on StreamYard, man. So I'm just posted up in the Facebook comments here.
Yep. Nice.
Elena, you can we just do this all year?
I don't.
Not
This is.
consistently, we got to float, but I'm sure I'm sure we'll have some action happening after the float, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it may not be formatted like the weekly update. I guess this is our season finale, and which I would definitely hate to see this end because I love the interaction, getting to see all the family. Because before, I mean, I'd see them at the float and the gathering, maybe Juggalo weekend or Halloween weekend, but getting to see them every week, it's just been something I could look forward to. And
Right.
so
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I'm sure this ain't done, you know, but yeah, that's a good way to put it. Our season finale.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, you gotta, yeah, because there ain't no way we're recording and streaming next week. Like, we're
Oh
gonna be
no.
busy as shit, so.
Everybody that's on the comments over here is going to be in Mammoth Springs. So yeah, we won't.
mm,
We're going to be
they
broadcasting.
should be. They better be.
Yeah, are on their way. Um, yeah, TJ, the river's doing good. It might be a little murky now. We've had a little bit of rain, but hell, it's in great shape. I mean, it's really pretty. Everything's green. The river's up a little bit, so I think that it's going to be rare that anybody's going to get stuck on a lot of stuff unless you're just really overweighted in your raft. So yeah, I think it's going to be a nice, easy float down on Friday and Saturday. We probably will trim off 30 minutes at least on our trip down. So anyway, yeah, I think the river's going to be great.
Oh, shoot, man. So, yeah, dude. I guess we don't have a whole lot of updates. I do got some issues on the grounds I might discuss here, whatever. Nothing crazy. We'll figure it out. And then you got some new merch in though. Yeah.
Right,
What are you
right,
wearing,
right
Tom?
now. Yeah, the new.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, it's the new shirts for this year. Of course, they've got the lineup on the back as usual, and
Oh shit.
so anyway, this was such a cool graphic that I'm planning on just keep using this along with like the duck and the other graphics that I've done over the years, kind of like building our own library of really cool float iconic graphics. But it's not only comes in this gray, it comes in black, which looks badass. And then I got this one for the and yeah, it's even got this cool float man
Nice.
logo on
Nice.
the side. But I've got this for the girls. They have it's a pink one with instead of red, it's pink and different shades
Dude,
of red.
I think more of the boys are gonna be buying that, yo.
I know Willie Hayes will probably wear this, maybe Cody, and but yeah, I mean it's badass. Oh, and also I got him on these really cool. For the girls, I got him on these really cool belly canvas tanks. So they're really sharp, and they got the cool logo in the on the neck and stuff. So I got that in a couple of colors, and of course I've got the Tom fucking Wood, the hats that we've had for a few years, the new hats we had last year, and a couple crop tops. So yeah, lots of stuff, lots of merch going to be there.
Yeah, we may have some matching hats from Hatchet Mountain for all of them shirts too.
Really?
But yeah, they're currently packed up in our merch, so we've been packing, getting ready to head down there. So I don't
Yeah.
really have anything sitting on deck to show them right yet. They'll have to come to the merch booth and check us out.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Yeah,
we've got.
and just so everybody is aware, when you buy one of these shirts right here, you will look as sexy as Tom in that thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
the scientifically formulated, right?
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a specific mixture. We worked in the labs for months to get the concoction right. So yeah, buy the shirt. You can be as sexy as me, and yeah, and stop aging at the age of 48. So that's the Oh
Oh
shit,
shit!
that's
Oh,
sharp.
Drew has them. Look at that. Look at
Damn,
that.
that's sharp.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We got grays and we've got pretty much every color you can think of now, man. We got a bunch of them put together. So shit, a couple other new things, but definitely hit that float merch first, peep that shit out because
Hell,
that
dude,
that always does nothing but help, man. Oh, yep. Yeah, we got hats. We got all kind of hats, but
absolutely. Yeah, those are
shit.
sharp as shit. I dig them.
Yeah. So, anything last minute new with you before the float hits this next week, or?
No, I did get a pretty interesting message from our photographer. I've not heard this one yet, but Toby writes me and says, "Hey Tom, so Ogre has me as the official photographer this year, but the time we made this thing official, all my people had already made float plans. So I was thinking I should reach out to you and see if I could just maybe ride with you on Saturday. I'd get all the best shots and I could keep up with everyone and not just who's
She
on what
is gonna
part
be
of the float."
she's gonna be big mad if
Yeah, because
her
she
equipment goes in the water,
and it
dude.
will.
Like, I don't think she
Eventually,
realizes how big of a target you are on
yeah,
the river,
not
man.
safe in that canoe. I mean, it's safe in the falls and all
Yeah.
that good stuff. That's not a problem. But just the
Yeah.
assholes that have planned to, dump me would be bad on her equipment. So
Oh yeah,
anyway,
definitely, dude.
yeah, I haven't told
Toby,
her no yet.
if you're watching there, Toby,
Yeah,
yeah, hey,
no,
I'm sure we can find I'm sure there's a crew of homies that would love to have a photographer in the raft with them.
right.
Yeah, yeah. You
And
don't want to ride with Tom. Your equipment will not make it back. Shoot.
that's true. Also, if she wants to get different shots with different groups, maybe she could just bounce from raft to raft, and that's what I would do. But
Right.
and I'm certainly not opposed to maybe taking her down a portion of the river, especially after I get dunked once. They usually leave me alone after they've caught me once. But maybe getting her some good shots of everybody coming over the waterfalls or coming around on the rapids. That would be some great shots to get. So I'm sure
Right.
we can
Well,
work something out.
we'll figure all that
Figure it out.
out
Figure it out.
here after the stream, man. We can keep all that boring stuff on a couple phone calls, man.
That's not boring. I
Shit.
just thought it was entertaining the angle, because
Oh yeah. But I
people
mean the
want to.
logistics of actually making it happen. That'll
Mm-hmm.
that'll be that's the boring part, man.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh shoot.
anyway, I'm excited tonight. We've got Lyte returning. He was our first guest, and he is our last guest. So I'm kind of curious to see what some of his preparations have been with the float, coming up so quick.
Yeah, he was our first guest on the it was almost the proto live stream. Like we didn't really know what we were doing then and
Yeah,
shit. So
we still
yeah,
not. We're
yeah,
not as
no,
we're
but
not.
I think we're getting a little better, a
Yeah,
little more defined, I guess.
I would say Drew knows what he's doing. We just come up here and we just bullshit and it, talk to our guest and have a good time. And Drew's back there busting ass. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's
So
definitely
well,
making us look good.
so actually, dude, I'm gonna hop off here for a few minutes because we're still in the throes of finalizing everything and getting everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you introduce Lyte and everything. But uh, before I do hop off here, anybody that's doing the ICP shows, going on, hitting the tour stops and shit, let ninjas know about the flow, dude. We need y'all motherfuckers to help spread the word on this. This is our last minute push, man. We got 1 week. And in 1 week, this time so instead of the live stream starting next week at 7 p.m. next week, the homage to the river god starts, right? The
Right.
event is live, it's on, it's going down. So this is the last week. This is the last bit of promotion we're ever gonna get, man. So anybody that y'all motherfuckers know, let them know, man. Fucking call your mom, call your estranged relatives, fucking go through everyone on your high school reunion contact list, man. Just let them fucking have it, dude. Because there's still a lot of fucking people that don't even know this is happening. You
It's
know,
true. Even in
we're not
Arkansas.
best on our reach. You know, we're still building our reach out there, right?
That's right.
So help us get the fucking word out. We appreciate every little bit of it for sure. Like if you can get one motherfucker extra to go with you, fuck yeah, dude. You know.
Oh, and before I
Shit.
let you go, Ogre, let me ask you this, and I've gotten a couple questions. When does the website go down where you have to go?
So the website is probably going to go down Tuesday. I'm going to guess it'll go down Tuesday, right? And the website won't go down, but tickets are going to get pulled, right? And that's just because logistically, if tickets are still coming in, we're not going to have notes of that on hand down there,
So
right?
Tuesday?
So yeah, Tuesday.
Okay.
That'll probably be a Tuesday night. We'll leave it up until Tuesday night, but after that, yeah, man, yeah, you guys had like 4 or 5 months to buy tickets at that point, dude. So I don't really feel bad. You know, you can come get them at the gate. They will be a little bit, just
Just a
a
little bit.
little more expensive. Not a lot. We're not gonna. We're not trying to take anyone or nothing, man. It's just the cost of doing business, man. We gotta, pay the bills here, man. So you guys had your chance on your pre-sales. Expect to pay like 15 ish, 15 to 20 bucks more at the gate, man. You know,
Right. Nice. Thanks, Nate. We appreciate the support, brother. Just keep
hell
recruiting.
yeah, dude. Shit, man.
All
And
right.
can't wait to fucking see you do your thing on stage, man. Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's 40. That's 40 OZ.
No, yeah. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Thursday night is gonna be here before you know it. I mean, it's literally a couple winks and we'll be at it. So I mean, we got so much to do, but I'm going to be running down to Little Rock to try to see the clowns on the 14th, and I think Ogre's going to be coming with me. Are you? Is that not
Maybe.
possible?
Oh, I don't know, man. No, I'm pretty sure I still got warrants down there in Little Rock, so you know, I'll be dodging the fuzz, but yeah, I'm probably gonna show up, and then we got I'll probably be up in Kansas City too, just trying to spread the word last minute. I was gonna be at Mini Island Sunday, but uh, my right hand man Drew here, dude. He's like, no, you need to go promote. It's like, oh, all right, dog. Like, I guess, like, I guess I'll go see ICP. Shit, man. So no, it'll be a good time. So yeah, dude. Anybody wants to find me there and help me sling out some flyers or fucking help spread the word or just generally like vandalize the fucking venues, hit me up, dude. Let's have some fun.
Sounds like a good time. All right. Well,
Shit.
definitely catch Ogre and KC, Kansas City, and then I'll definitely be in Little Rock. So any homies that's going to be down there, hit me up. Maybe we can. I'm sure I'll see you down there, even if you don't. But anyway, is it time?
Well,
Is our
yeah, it's the perfect time to bring them on, man. So I'm gonna hop off here, start taking care of some paperwork and some things. I'll be back on here a little bit later, man. I'll let you guys have some fun, and I'll let you introduce our massive guest of honor.
Fantastic. Peace out.
I love you.
All right. Well, like I said, I'm excited to have one of my good friends back, and I've met Lyte right when he came on to Psychopathic. In fact, I remember when Rob reached out and had me work on Lyte's logo and his first line of merchandise for Psychopathic, and that was like 10 years ago. And he's still using it. In fact, the light that we use on our logo is a logo that I designed for him. So without further ado, I'm going to have Lyte come back in with us, And just hit him up with any questions. I'm sure he's been preparing for
What
like
up, what up,
months.
what up?
What's up, Lyte?
Tom, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm a little tired, but I'm in the home stretch, and I think the adrenaline's already starting to hit a little bit. Used to get me through.
I feel that.
But yeah, it's a lot of stress, but the excitement is just just overpowers it. So I'm so ready to be on that river and
grind. Enjoy yourself.
Yes, yes. So when are you actually coming in? What's your plans?
I think we're driving in Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. So you're not. Are you going to get a chance? You going to get a chance to float?
We're cutting it close. We're trying.
Okay, you got to get there before 10 o'clock because that's when the buses.
I heard it was 11.
No, damn it! You got to get up early, Saturday, a little bit earlier.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try to push that back.
Let me see. For you, we might be able to make have somebody if you get down there at 11 or 10:30 or so. We can have a driver get you up.
That's what somebody said. They said if I get there just close enough that they could probably get us down there.
Yeah, because those buses are super slow, which we're just having a great time, so we don't give a shit. But
hey, even if I got to get up, a couple extra hours early to get there,
All right, brother. Well, we'd love to have you come float with us on Saturday because that's the big one. That's the big day, and it's going to be. Hopefully, the weather's fantastic. From the forecast so far, it looks like we've got blue skies on all the days, so it's
lovely.
Going to be great.
Love some good sunshine, and that's perfect for the float,
Yeah, it is. And the campground's going to be gorgeous. I know that Shannon and Bob, my family, has been working on that tirelessly 7 days a week to get that campground ready for us. I'm
sure working over the fucking overtime.
Yes. Yeah, they have not had a day off since February, since that goddamn
damn.
So, but yeah, they were
adamant. It's coming to a head.
It is. It's all going to come together. This reminds me so much of the gathering, and me and trying to get everything. Definitely. And Rob stressed out, putting the schedule together, and somehow it all works out. And so everything.
As soon as you get to that point that you stress a little bit, you're like, oh fuck. Everything just, from my experience, everything just seems to always fall into play.
Yes. Yep. So yeah, I couldn't. The fact that everybody's gonna, the ticket sales have been great. Everybody. Clay had to drop off because of commitments to
the tour,
and now, but we've got Metal Pelly Music coming on, who I love. They're awesome. So I couldn't be happier about that. So the lineup's great. You're going to be here. If I can get you in on the water Saturday, I'll be even happier.
I really want to do that.
Yes. Yeah. I love to see you out there. What the hell are you doing? Are you finished with all
welcome
that
back,
work?
Bud. How are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, am I on? Oh, shit. Yes. I wasn't supposed to be on, bro. I was just typing messages to people, man. I was just listening to you guys.
I was like, man.
Well, hell yeah, man. Well, it's good to see you, Lyte, bro. For real, man.
Good to see you, bud. Thought you were out of here.
Yeah. No. I was just sending out a shitload of messages, man. They've been in just machine gun style the last few days.
Are you pretending to work out there and smoking joints? He's like, fuck, you caught
me. Shit. I mean, dude, we 420 and stuff. So, hey, dude, fucking, yeah, man. Shit, dude, it is going to be great to have you back, man. And we're actually stoked to, Clay bailed on us, man. So we're able to move you to a little juicier slot too, man. So, dude, I think honestly having you turn, fucking fire off the grand finale for the float, man. I'm
about to set that bitch off and shut that fucker down, bro.
Dude. Yeah, that's. Yeah, shit, you were the guy to hit up on it, I really think, man. And that was
absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fucking
you're in good hands, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, hey man, yeah, we trust you, man. We trust you, dude, for sure.
I mean, Lyte always puts on a good show.
Definitely.
Yeah, beyond a good show, man. Dude, I know a lot of the cats that float with us, even before you even made it. dude, like you were already a fan favorite there, right? Like there's a lot of motherfuckers that float, a lot of my boys personally out of our area here and shit that are like massive fucking fans, dude.
I
So,
love that.
you know, it's
Yeah, even
yeah, man,
my first response from the first time I was there was incredible.
yeah, dude,
Was
yeah.
great.
There's a lot of people stoked to see you there, bro. So, dude, I think it's gonna be a dope fucking time, man, for real. Especially if you can make it in
I
time to
got
hit
one
the
hell of a
river.
show coming.
Dude,
Really?
if you make it in time to hit the river too, dude, like it's gonna be even that much doper, dude. Fucking yeah. If anything, I was listening too, man. So if
Mhm.
anything, like if you can make it in time or something, dude, I do like if you're like an hour late or something, I could probably throw you in the river a little down to where they put in or something, you know? Like yeah, I'll just fling you out there onto a raft. Yeah, dude. Fucking. But no, there might be a spot where I can
It's like some
actually
cutoff
launch
spots
you
where
from the
you can
bank
catch the.
onto there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, damn, he didn't come, and also it's like, I have to
Actually,
take you up on that one.
as long as I'm on here, I was trying to respond to a somewhat pertinent message. Old Nate Fluga, Mr. Fody there, asked if they can buy float passes at the venue or buy them online.
That's a
So
good
they
question.
will be available at the gates, man. We will still have them available. And to any of the people that have been asking, because we've always had like a I just want to float option, right? For people that didn't want to rent a whole boat, but they wanted to make sure they got down the
Kind of
river.
like a day pass type of thing.
Well,
No.
no, not a day pass. Just to make sure you got a seat on a boat, right? They didn't come
Yeah.
with their crew, you know. They don't know anyone, something, but they still want to make sure they can go down the river. We will have an option at the gate for that. We will have something for you guys, right? It's just the way it worked out last year. It was kind of a logistical nightmare on our end. Doing it through the website and getting everything
I'm
compiled there at
sure.
the gate.
At last minute
So
time.
yeah, man. So yeah, if they hit us up at the gate, we'll make sure if you want to float,
Yeah, I'm
we'll make it nice and cheap for you, man. It won't be too bad. Maybe like $40 or something like that. Don't quote me, but we'll make sure you get down
We'll
the river.
facilitate you guys.
Yeah, yeah. Dude. But all right, Drew, pull me. I'm gonna let you guys continue your conversation. I
All right,
didn't mean
pop
to
back in
interrupt.
whenever you want. You know,
We'll
whether
pop
you're
back
working or
in,
not.
bud.
So anyway, so what are you getting up
I
to?
think we caught him slacking.
Yeah. No, he definitely hit his serious face on it. When he's
Yeah,
looking
he
straight
sure
down at
did.
his phone,
Yeah.
he's
Oh
definitely
shit.
in deep thought mode. So yeah. But yeah, poor ogre. He stresses. The closer it gets, he just gets more and more stressed. And by the
I
time it
know.
actually
I
hits,
know that feeling.
he's worn the fuck out. I'm ready to party when it comes Thursday. I'm so excited.
I
But I've
feel
got all my
it's
stuff done.
when it's the last couple days of like towards your event, you're just all you're doing is just your mind's going 100 miles an hour. You're like, is that taken care of? Is that taken care of? Is he on that? Is that guy doing that? Did we do that?
Yes.
Just,
Yeah, that's where
I
yeah,
know that feeling.
that's definitely kind of where I've been for the past few weeks, just making sure I got all the artist cards out, all the announcements out, car pass stickers, RV pass stickers. There's
Checklist.
yeah, and there was like dozens of banners that had to be done for the float itself, and then of course I opened up a can of worms and said, anybody want banners for their campsites for the gathering and the float? And then I just got, man, oh my god! But
Stuck your foot in your mouth on that one.
I did, yeah, I really. But anyway, it was really cool doing because I know that the campground is going to be so colorful and just so lit up with all these banners with the different campsites. So I'm excited about seeing them all put out, and everyone that I've done a banner for has just been so gracious and appreciative. So it's been a lot of fun. So
And
anyway,
that's nice. It's nice when people are like that too. It just makes for better workflow.
yeah, absolutely. And everybody pretty much trusts me to do something that doesn't suck on their
Yeah, no,
banner.
I just credentials and resume definitely speaks for itself.
So, what have you been up to for the past 2 months since we started this thing?
Grinding like a motherfucker. You know, getting ready for the float, doing 100 things for that. You know, getting merch ready, getting fucking planned, figuring out ride situations, who's going, who's DJing, what banners am I bringing, all that shit. Working on a record, take care of lights out, fucking grinding, doing business shit at home, dad mode. I stay busy, man.
I tell you, I remember when my daughter was your kid's age, and
Yeah.
it is, it's hard to find time to even sleep, much less run
You
the schedule
are
that you have to run right
speaking
now.
facts.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
no. I mean, that's a
big
full
props
time
to
job
you.
in itself, let alone work, grinding, music, all sorts of other shits. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Well,
Yeah, and I got young kids, so it's like
yes. It's a
back to
lot.
back young kids. Yeah, so it's
What's the ages now?
7 months and a year.
Oh my God, dude, you are not sleeping at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, no, it's a mission, and you know, and I got a 6-year-old, so it's like
Yeah. So you got Pee Wee baseball at the same time, or maybe T-ball or
yeah,
something?
yeah, t-ball. We just got finished with basketball, so that you know, busy with that.
God dang, dude. Yeah. It, well, that should have laid you, but you seem to be taking it pretty, gracefully.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I had to work some kinks out at first, but now it's smooth sailing and it's a really good position with family and balancing the music and work and
Well, tell you what, a lot of people have been hitting me up saying what for some reason or another that that they're stressed out, they're so ready to see the family. The fact that I think that one of the reasons that we moved it up closer because there's just literally nothing from the time as far as events go from
yeah,
the time of Juggalo weekend until the gathering. It's like a huge span of just there was nothing there except for maybe Juggalo Ohio. It was a few months ago
yeah,
now.
yeah.
And now, the float, I think
But it's got a
fits.
wide open gap to where just chilling, and you might get lucky to get somebody to come through on a tour or something. But I feel that like a major event or staple event.
Right, in warm weather because even Juggalo, Ohio
Hmm.
is kind of it's not great weather out, but now we're in early summer. Everybody's ready to get out and hit the water if they
Yeah,
haven't already.
t-shirt,
I know I am.
shorts.
Yes, I cannot fucking wait. I can't wait for everybody to see the campground this year and see what we've done to the party tent and that
I
entire.
was I was blown away when the first time I showed up. And it was in the dark, so it was like all the lights and everybody was just all around and shit. I'm just like, holy shit. And it's huge.
Yes, the campground is huge for sure,
Yeah,
but I think
it's
we've condensed it down, and that whole front beach area, that line or that road that runs right along the bank, is going to be party central. I mean, it's going to be like Lafayette Street in New Orleans. So it's going to be a good
yeah,
time.
it's fucking dope. Like you couldn't have a better piece of property
No,
to host an event like this, you know. I mean, it's like destiny. Mhm.
well, it's funny.
Seriously.
I had told so many people since like 2016. Every time I would float the river, I'm like, I think the Juggalos would love to do something like this, and I never really pulled the trigger on it until 2020 when the gathering got canceled, and I was like, you know what? I felt like everybody else. I wanted to
Yeah.
get out and do something and
Fuck
see
yeah.
everybody. So that was like, this is the perfect time to see if they want to come down and do it. And the ones that did, loved
Now
it.
look at it. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I know it's taken on a life of its own, and I couldn't be more proud and so appreciative to all the people that's come year after
I
year.
hear about it like everywhere and everybody talking about it and like even like spot shows that I go to or events that I'm just going to peep a show or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's talks about it. Even like going to homies' houses and like their homies of their homies meeting me and shit and then talking about the float and shit.
Really,
Yeah, yeah,
and
seriously.
I've never had anybody that's actually come to it it's had anything ever negative to say about the float. I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
don't think there could be anything negative to say about it.
no, everybody is so good there, and they're so appreciative and just thankful to be in such a beautiful spot, surrounded with family and friends. And
It's
yeah, it's
it's
just
it's got like that gathering family vibe and but its own entity of itself. You know, it's becoming its own
It does have a different
staple.
feel. It's not just the chaos at the like at the gathering. It's this tranquil feeling and just happiness when you're there, and it's just this
Yeah,
really cool
absolutely.
serenity that I think everybody is looking for. At least a lot of but the gathering's great too. I definitely have fun at that event
Fuck
and
yeah.
running wild for 4 days, or 5 days.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe even a little more because we got to get there early when we did.
Yes, yep, we sure did. But anyway, but this is my favorite event of the year. I look forward to this thing all year, and it is a lot of work. We make no money at it, but it's kind of a labor of love. And seeing all these people in my childhood, home,
It's the slow nickel.
the
It's
slow
gonna,
nickel.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't making money now, but I'm gonna say a couple years from here, it's going to be definitely a moneymaker.
I think it has
The
the
potential of
structure,
growth.
yeah, to it's structured to where it can scale and get bigger and bigger. In fact,
Hmm.
our dream is to finally just take the whole campground, the upper and the lower end, and just have multiple stages on all of it. But yeah, someday you never know. It can get
Absolutely.
but everybody that comes to it, they always want to come back and they tell their friends. So I think it will continue to grow like it has every
I'm
year.
one of them.
Yes, yeah. But when you got there in the dark, and I think you had to bounce early the next day, so you didn't
I
even get a chance to see
Yeah,
a
I
lot of.
fully take the whole experience in.
Yes, yep. And that was Hoodoo's thing too. When he wanted to come,
Mhm.
he was like, "I want to. I can't wait to perform, but I just want to be on that campground with my family and just experience the whole thing."
That's what
You know,
it's all about. Mingling and fucking spending time, making
yeah,
memories, and really enjoying yourself
that's right.
with
No,
no negativity, you know?
no, yeah, and we've been so lucky over the. This is our sixth one. I can't believe we've done it
Hell,
for
it's
6 years
crazy.
now. We've not had anybody hurt. There's not been any fights. Nobody's been robbed. It's just been nobody's tagged the toilets or burnt down,
Yeah,
anything. It's been so
respectfully,
easy. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure that it's a lot of respect knowing that it's my family that owns that campground. The Juggalos
Yeah,
are all.
you're kind of a dick if you're like, let's fucking vandal or break or, I know you'll probably get a drunken goofball, but
Yeah,
like he's enjoying himself.
yeah,
Just make sure he's good. But yeah, I definitely think it's a respect thing too.
yeah. I think so. But
I,
yeah,
to compare them like to the gathering, I think it's just so reckless and ready to go. It's just like, ha, 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 let's fucking blow this porta potty up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not ours.
that's right. And then it's easy to justify. I mean, to some people, like what ICP's got plenty of money. What's it?
Yeah,
Who
yeah, for
cares if
sure.
I burn this
Fuck
toilet
that
down?
porta potty.
But yeah, me and Ogre ain't got a lot of money, so yeah, we can't replace that. We're gonna have to rebuild that
We're
toilet
taking a
by
hit
hand.
on that fucker. Insurance is fucking through the roof. No doubt. I feel that.
Uh, no, but yeah,
You
7 days.
excited? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm not even sure. You know, we've talked about everything there is to talk about when it comes to float. Now it's just, you know, the excitement starts
Immense.
to build, and you start thinking about all the stuff that's happened in the past and all the cool shit that you're going to encounter
Yeah.
this year. And I've got so many friends that I've had for years, like
Yeah.
Ricky P and Heather
Same.
Mars and
That's what I'm looking forward to. Seeing everybody, seeing
yeah,
Doe, seeing this person, seeing Scum, seeing LSP, seeing Class, seeing Wickedwood, just like catching like everybody there is like the homies. So it's every time you turn around, you're gonna have good conversation. This is a type of place that sparks collaborations and meeting new people and like other doors opening and this person messing with this person or this show turns to this or this guy ends up touring with this. It's just not even business, but just enjoying
it is.
company of the
But yeah,
homies.
I've met so many people at the gathering, but I've actually gotten to know a lot of these people that I've met at the gathering. I've actually got to know who they are and remember names and stuff like that because it's just a blur at the gathering. But when I get here and I get a chance to not only visit with you on the grounds, but floating down the river, you know, and working together to get all of our people down safely. It's you actually get to know everyone and see a different side of it.
Actually have a real relationship. And
we get to talk about something in common, which is getting down this fucking river, you know, and how beautiful it is, instead of them telling me, oh, you know, I remember seeing your art when I was, you know, 12 years old or whatever. And then I was like, oh, that's great. That's about as far as we get to know each other in that.
Yeah.
Here,
I see what you're saying.
More personal. It's or personable. So like Ricky D, I seen him at the gathering, and you know, I got to know him and become friends with him, you know, at the float. It's just a different environment.
Yeah, no, I totally feel you on that.
I'm not saying nice things about you. Oh, Marissa.
I love the boys, man. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're good guys, and they're going to be. They've got several programs that they're going to be bringing to the float this year. For one thing, Juggalo Pictionary, which is, I cannot wait. I mean, kickball is. I'm definitely going to be there for that.
I'm definitely going to be kicking the ball.
But the Juggalo Pictionary, which is going to be on Thursday night, which you're unfortunately going to miss because I would definitely recruit you to be on my team, because I've already got. Like class already called me up and said, I want to play Pictionary, but I'm definitely going to want to be on your team. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to be playing till the end. So,
and I'm sure you absolutely kill it too.
I've never lost a game. I'm sure. But usually I'm playing against my daughter, so or my she was young, so it's pretty easy.
Here comes Tom's fucking Bob Ross painting. Perfect. Oh, I know what that.
No, that's just it. Because like if there was an all play where you're having to race, but you know, if I ever got like a single play where I got the whole fucking minute to draw shit, then I'm gonna
you're fucking murdering it.
So anyway,
that's fire.
You're coming in Saturday night. You're coming in Friday.
Saturday morning. Hopefully earlier Saturday morning.
And then you're going to be staying all day Saturday, Saturday night, performing Sunday night. Yes. Yeah. So you're going to be there. You're going to get to experience the canoe races and the raft races.
Yeah.
Kickball. Dude, you're going to have so much fun.
I'm coming to experience the festivities.
Yes. Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait for you to see it. So
I know it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
And it's like it's also like a little vacation for me. It's not just work. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a nice little getaway for me.
Yeah, it is. And I wanted, everybody to feel like that. But all the artists that I brought in there, like LSP, like Smalls and Class and Insane Poetry, and of course Scum.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, they never get to turn around without having somebody else waiting to talk to them, getting a chance to visit with them.
Yeah.
And they're so great, so gracious when it comes to the fans.
The medley, that's going to be so sick, though. The LSP camp doing the medley, that's going to be so fresh.
Yes. I mean, there's been so much hype about that. Everybody is saying that they cannot wait for the medley.
Yeah, that's super dope.
It is. It's a lot of fun. Of course, I don't know if everybody says I can't wait for Crystal to or Smalls to tackle Class off the stage. Probably not going to happen again.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Let's hope not, because Smalls could have got crushed if she would have just rolled the wrong way and Nick landed on top of her. It would have been bad. It would have been bad scene. So anyway.
That's super fresh, though. That's going to be something dope to watch.
Yeah. Oh, it's always.
There's something about just the comfort of being around all your brothers and your label mates and just the whole camp there. It's like you boost off of each other. So I'm sure that's going to be fucking an incredible performance.
Yeah, it is. They've always done great. And hell, LSP, they come every year.
Oh, yeah.
Just kill it. But
absolutely.
So have you given any thought to what you're going to be if you're going to make it Saturday morning? What are you going to take? You taking a raft? You taking a canoe, kayak? What's the plan?
Whatever's available for me.
They're all going to be available. I'll make sure you have whatever you want. What are you most comfortable in?
Is it like a personal raft?
No. But you can make it a personal raft. I mean, you can take a raft down by yourself.
So the raft fits about how many people?
4 people, 4 to 6.
Okay, and canoe fits
2 people or
two.
1. In my case, I take just me in the canoe. But a kayak is a lot easier. Kayaks never flip over. They never get stuck. Thing is, when you're paddling a kayak, you have to keep that nose in front of you.
I'll probably be in a raft because I got a couple of homies coming with me.
Good. That's a fun time.
So that would probably be. Well, you know what's planning prior to when we had a little bit of schedule change. I was going to I had a couple homies out that are coming out there asking me to get on their rafts, which I was down with that. I was when I got there I was like, oh, I'll figure it out as I go.
Yeah. That's a good thing about the float. I mean, you can just kick back and hang out and just watch, and everything kind of makes sense. Everyone's
just slide
welcoming. They'll be more than happy to point you in the right direction. This is where the bathhouses are. These are where the food trucks are. If you want some lumber for your campfire, right over here. Everybody's just great, especially the vets. It's been there for years.
Speaking of that, Tom, is there food? Is there food out there?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 different food trucks out there, and
I love hearing that.
We've got the huge potluck on Sunday, which everyone it's legendary. Everybody pitches in and puts out like a.
I will be there for that. Oh, yeah, it's like fucking bring a plate.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh hell yeah, I'm bringing a plate. I love that.
Now, the last time I got there, of course, I was slow to get there. By the time I got there, it was almost all gone. I think there was like 1 piece of casserole left or something like that. But anyway,
so I'll be there early. I love to eat.
Yeah, and if you see me assing around or something, like, Tom, get your ass to the potluck. There's still food there.
Absolutely.
But
you gonna be turning up at night?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I don't have self-control.
Oh yeah.
I know that I need to get up and go float on Saturday, and because everybody else is, but I'll stay up till 3 or 4, just being a dumbass, and then of course have to get up at 4 or 5 hours and get ready to float. But I tell you, what's the thing about Spring River is it's cold. It's all comes out of It comes out of the 12th largest spring in the world, so it's all coming out of the ground. That's why it's so clear and has this little bluish tint to it, all the minerals in it. But it's fucking 58 degrees or 62 degrees. So if you fall over into it, you will be sober. You will be awake and sober.
Yeah, the water's like Folgers.
That's right. Exactly. You could have, hangover, face is all swollen up. You fall in that river once, you're going to come out like
back to life.
That's right.
That's your secret.
That's right. It is.
That's your secret. You got to get out there every couple of months a year.
It is. The Spring River is literally a Lazarus pit. So, yeah, I've never thought about it that way, but that could be the secret.
That could be the secret.
So, dude, hey, let's see, it's 7:54. What do you got planned? We've got just another 10 minutes in the show. You want to hang out?
Absolutely.
Answer some questions from some of the fans.
I would love that.
All right, let's see. Anybody got any questions?
Fire them off.
All right, I'm reading the thing. The little comments over here. I don't know. Can you see those?
I sometimes I'll see one that'll pop up on the
Right, Drew will throw them up there. So Drew sees one.
Oh, okay. So that's how that goes. Yeah, because I can't just see the chat going live.
There's over.
Yeah, welcome back, bud.
Yeah, I've actually been in the chat, trying to answer questions as they came in for the most part.
Oh, really? Well, I was going to let everybody hit up since we had him one more time.
So a little bit ago, Lots, he was trying to talk about doing keg stands with you at No Future Fest fucking some years ago at the Proto Float.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah. Fucking, wasn't that Risk's release party too?
Yeah, that was the No Future release party, man. That was kind of like our first test run that kind of ended up folding in with the float, and it all kind of merged into what it is now. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was us trying to figure out how to do what we're doing now. Shit.
Hey, well, you figured it
Yeah,
out.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
You guys
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Hey,
Still learning.
you guys did great. I mean, like, real talk. This is really dope. I love coming to the float. I think it's super fresh. I like everything that it's about. I like everything it stands for. I like your crew. I love Tom. I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Love you
the
too, man.
Well, I
uh,
think.
uh
I think. The first float we did was what was missing from what we did at No Future Fest, right? That was the key, right? Like, so we got Tom. He gave us that quality check mark, where everyone's like, "Oh, what's Tom doing?" So that helped, immensely. And then,
absolutely. Teamwork
and
makes the
then
dream work.
yeah,
Oh,
and adding the river to it with the actual campground to where there's power access and
Mhm.
facilities and stuff. Just adding up so we didn't have to bring in the facilities ourselves.
Even when I pulled up to that first one where you guys were doing that festival, I pulled up and seen that stage. I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck is? Whoa!" As a
Yeah,
gather
dude.
pulled up as a gathering stage in the middle of nowhere.
well,
Yeah, dude, yeah.
No,
On
it was
Risk's
fresh as
mom's
fuck.
property. Yeah.
But I was definitely impressed and blown away when I got there. I was like, "Holy
yeah, I
smokes!"
was too. That tent that you had set up and the stage underneath it was so impressive, and you even had merch tents built
Mhm.
out that
Yeah, there's like its
came
own
through
little
as
merch
well.
row and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
impressive.
like I said, it was just us kind of testing it out. That's why it was free too. It was a free festival. We just wanted to see what it actually took to run one of these things.
No
And like
doubt.
it's like obviously we're not gonna do this right, and we're not gonna have everything together. But hey, we'll figure out what we're missing. And like
It's
where
trial and error,
where
trial and error. And hey, if you never
yeah,
take
yeah.
the risk, you'll never get the reward.
That's true.
Yeah, and you can only watch so many documentaries about Woodstock going wrong
Yeah,
and shit,
fucking
because yeah, it's kind of a hands-on kind of thing. And then once we started the float too, like after our third year, we really made some noise. There, it kind of opened up some doors with other events to where people were willing to kind of show us behind the scenes on their end and how they go about things and stuff too, that have really helped over the years too.
Come on, boys. I gotta get my dog. He won't stop barking. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
so his
even
dog,
even like
man.
you guys just teaming up, like Tom was seasoned with the gathering stuff. He's that place. You guys had the ambition and the peoples. It's like it makes
Yeah,
sense.
man. Dude, so you ever been to Tom's house, man?
No, not his actual home.
Yeah. So this dog, man, he won't go up and down the stairs on his own. Tom has
Oh
to
shit!
go.
Yeah,
Like, he,
this is Maverick.
yeah,
That boy, Tom. That was
Tom is actually Maverick's butler.
Yes.
he's the king of the casa.
God damn. A pain in my ass is what he is.
I
But
got
yeah,
one of
I mean,
those.
the cool thing about going from the No Future Fest release party and then the float, because I was telling Light earlier that I always knew that the Juggalos would love to float, and the fact that you had the No Future Fest thing the year before, and then we had literally met the year before that because I had worked on the No Future. You had bought that original illustration for the Super Duo from the Super Gathering. No, it was the Echo Side illustration you bought. So that's how I got to meet you. And then we got to be friends after that. Went to Future Fest, and then the Gathering shut down. And of course, I had great connections with Psychopathic. I met a lot of the artists there, and yeah, between
Been kicking it
Ogre,
ever since.
yeah, Ogre being able to, and this is what he's wanted to do. This is what he's good at, and I think he could do it not only for the float, he could do it for any organization. If
Yeah, no, I
choose.
agree. I agree with Tom on that, bud.
That's what kind of what I'm working for, man. Like, the boys, they want to expand their music career. And I just kind of followed along as support. Like I got my homies' backs. But it's like now that I'm in this field, man, one thing I can definitely see myself doing is actual event coordination. Not like, wedding planner. I'm an event
Yeah, no,
coordinator.
for
Not
sure.
like I understand the
Seasoned
logistics of
with
this.
tools in the
It makes
box, ready to
sense,
go.
man. It makes sense, dude. And building out the network that I have over the last few years when it comes to just the infrastructure side of it, right? Your
Mhm.
lighting, your sound, your tents, all the things
All the
all
important
the
shit.
materials it actually takes to put it on. I think I've built out a pretty good network, and we can take this some other ways, which me and Tom have talked about. Potentially putting on some other events, man. Maybe even, put on a non-Juggalo event just to make some money to help pay for the
I,
Juggalo shit.
hey, I didn't mean to cut you off, but have you guys thought, like, outside of the box? Have you thought about doing that, or bringing both worlds together, or three different worlds together?
Hmm.
Well,
Has that ever been a thought,
so
or
We
like
thought about it. Of course, I come up with
yeah,
lots of ideas that Ogre likes to shoot down and, tell me everything that's going to go wrong with the
I
plan that I just hit him with.
well, dude. So I do that with myself too, though, right, man? Like when I come up with an idea, dude, I'll sit there for the next 3 or 4 days just poking holes in it every way I can, dude. And if
absolutely, I
it
get that.
if after all that it still kind of makes sense, then maybe there's something there, right? So like I don't know. I'm a hope for the best, plan for the worst kind of guy. So
Yeah,
I'm always like, I always want to be doubting myself, right? Because then,
right.
then if
No,
something
yeah, no,
works,
totally.
I'm pleasantly
Yeah,
surprised, right?
Well,
Yeah, man.
the thing about bringing, doing something where we bring in different worlds together, whether it's local bands and some of the locals and people that aren't juggalos. I know that juggalos feel very comfortable with our own people. It's a safety net knowing that
Yeah,
we're all juggalos and we all have the same kind of mindset. But when you start bringing in some other people that don't talk our language or you know may get annoyed with the way we party, then it opens it up to some conflict that, and I just don't like drama.
yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Well, so like, dude, I was just at another event, man, and I'm not knocking it. It was his first run. It was Boots Camp up in Iowa.
Mhm.
It was his first run doing it, man, and the grounds, the actual concept behind it was dope as fuck, man. Like he had a lot going on up there, 2 stages running back to back nonstop, man. But there was such a huge. Oh, Light's gone.
Yeah,
But
he dipped.
yeah, man,
He'll be
on
back.
Boots Camp, man, there's this whole like this huge spread of music, right? And it kind of took away from it, right? Because you'd have a jam band and then a murder rapper, and all the people that were grooving with the jam band, they get the fuck out of there, right? They're like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And they're gone. And then after the murder rap, there was a reggae session, and all the fucking juggalos are like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And they're out, man. I
Right.
think Light's back in.
sorry guys, my
Ah,
phone died.
that's what you get for touching buttons, bud.
Yeah, I know. I just a shiny red one, and I couldn't stop myself from pushing it.
Well,
But no, I,
anyway,
I kind of caught a little bit of that, but in time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
man. Yeah, I think you know, having like a rock event or something like that, especially pushed towards the locals in the area, dude, we'll still have a bunch of juggalos turn out. Like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, the homies are putting
Oh
it on,
yeah,
Right.
Like, so we can mix and mingle a little bit for sure, but we definitely don't want a bunch of like rebel flag waving rednecks in the same campground as a
yeah.
bunch of juggalos. Like that is not gonna
No,
fly, man. Like
this shit
shit's
ain't gonna mix.
gonna get wild, man.
Yeah. Anyway, we did talk about doing another venue, and I think we might have mentioned this the other day, or a week ago or so. But we talked about possibly I've got a huge barn on the farm.
You're still thinking about that, huh?
About it. Sounds like it'd be fun. I just,
It
I'm
does.
waiting for you to tell me all the things that could go wrong, especially with people on the
Man,
property. But if
dude,
we,
I pretty much did. I voiced my concerns on it, man. But I think it's totally doable, man. I don't
yeah,
know, like, would you
Lyte
come
would.
down to Tom's house for a night to rock a set, bro?
Say that again.
You want to come down to Tom's house to rock a set for one night, like later on this year?
Yeah.
Shit. We can figure out the details as we go, man. But yeah, we might be able to do something cool, man. A night in the woods.
Yeah, I
Anytime.
I can barely hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
you're cutting in and out, dog.
sucks.
Oh,
Didn't catch it.
that audio. It's all bad. Oh,
I know. I
Light.
was having
I'm
trouble with that
sorry,
shit earlier. Yeah, the
guy.
logistics and having people on the property and the liability of having somebody possibly trip over something and get hurt on the property scares me a little bit. But if we could figure that out, um, I wouldn't have any problem letting 200 juggalos camp out on the front 40 acres and rock it at the barn and turn that into a big stage. I think that'd be a fucking blast. But yeah, we'll just have to
Yeah.
see
So
if we can make that
we'll
work.
we'll figure out the beats after the float for sure, and
Skip
so
that.
everybody keep your eyes peeled, man. Keep your ears open. We'll probably get something figured out, man. We just got to plan out the right time to do it too, because I mean we've got after the float we got the gathering coming up, so it'll be after the gathering. And then, we still got to juggle around because, like, I don't know if you're going to Gore Fest or what, but Gore Fest is coming up after that. There's Camp Zool. There's so
Shoot,
many events.
that'll be early
I
October.
forget when Lights Out is, but I know that's coming up too, man. So there's right there. I can't.
Wait for Lights Out.
I gotta wait for it to pop up on the computer. What's that? August 30th, lights out. Yeah, dude. So yeah, August is packed, man. August is packed. September, beginning of September, is
in
packed,
September.
man.
So it would have to
Yeah,
be
so
middle or end of September, early October.
yeah, maybe the end of September. That's before it gets too cold,
Yeah,
Because
it's nice in
once we
Arkansas.
hit October, it's
You're not gonna have.
rainy and cold.
No, it's not that rainy in October.
No. I
No.
always feel like it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just all the leaves dropping off the trees, making it look all dreary. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe we can time it to where you've got the colors still out here, and they're all just turning, and it's still vibrant with the leaves on the trees. It's much
Hey,
prettier.
man, as long as it's not raining and we got a big old bonfire out there, I think anytime's fine, man.
Mhm.
Hey, he's back.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. My phone is being so shitty, but if I do lose you again, just know that I'm coming to the float and I'm fucking gonna kill shit.
Hey,
And
I can
we
actually
are
hear you
ready.
now,
I
too, man.
hopefully I can be there in time to float with everybody. Um, I'm looking so forward to this event. We are ready. We are prepared, and we're coming to fuck shit up in a good way.
Can't wait. Can't
No.
wait. And what we were talking about was a night at Woods, which is a potential plan. We're thinking about putting on a concert right here on the farm. And so I've got a huge barn with a big hallway that we could like retrofit into a stage and put on, a fucking cowboy concert.
Anytime you guys need me, I got you.
All right, brother.
Real
Man.
talk. Family, bro. Like anytime you need me, I got you.
Nice.
Real
Very
talk.
Is that really? That's a good name, Harvest. Yeah, I might be able to work with that name instead of a night at Woods. I'm not sure. We're gonna spin it around, see what we can come up with. But I think that would be a lot of fun, and I'd love for you to see. I'd love for all the Juggalos to be able to see the farm at some point.
Yeah, I'd like to peep the farm out.
All right, that sounds great, man.
Yeah,
Well,
you guys just let me know. I'm in 100%. Thank you for having me on tonight. Love you guys. I'm coming to fuck shit up.
can't wait,
Fuck
brother.
yeah,
Can't wait.
dude.
Thank you so much for coming on with us tonight.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you for having me.
And you promoted the float harder as anybody has, and we really appreciate that. And
Absolutely, and I will
good luck
continue to
us.
do it. We got what till Tuesday?
Till Tuesday.
Till Thursday.
But you can
Gates
get
open
you can
Thursday.
get tickets at
At the gate.
At the
yes.
gate.
But you can
Yep.
get them online until Tuesday night.
Yep, we're running that. Pull up.
That's right. Get your tickets now, folks. Save a little bit of money and make sure that you got all your shit squared away. Get prepared for all these new acts that these fantastic
This
artists
fucking epicness.
they've
It
been
is
putting
well
together
worth it.
from us just for the
Don't
float.
miss it.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so fun. Cannot wait.
Much
All right,
love, you guys. I'll talk to you, and I'll see you in a couple days.
All right, Lyte.
Clown love,
Take care,
bro. We'll
brother.
see you soon.
Much love,
Be
y'all.
safe. Whoop, whoop. Oh, shit, man. It is about to go down. We are right there, man. It's oh man, like after this, dude, we got a trailer pulling up here to the studio. We're
Tonight?
loading up. Yep. As soon as we're done with this, Joe's coming up here, helping us load up some stuff. Then we got one more trailer to load up after that, down at Drew's with a bunch of props and everything, and it's game on, man. We are set and ready to go. Too late to turn back, man. It is happening, dude. So yeah, get your shit packed. Get throw a case of water in your ride, some sunscreen, an umbrella. You never know.
River shoes.
Fucking be ready, man. Fucking remember the showers take quarters. Bring some quarters. Usually ninjas got quarters they'll pass out to you. If you hit me up and you want to wash your ass, I'll give you a couple quarters so I can
Just
smell
in the
it.
river and wash your ass. It's the cleanest river you're probably ever going to be in. So, there's
Potentially
always,
true.
but yeah.
Yeah. Now, after the flood, there is some things in there. So, just mind yourselves in there. Walk carefully, there has been some issues on the river. I don't think any of it's gonna involve us at all. It's all been further down river than the grounds itself. But there's been a couple of issues, so just be careful while you're on the river. Make sure you stick with the crew.
Mhm.
Roll with the Juggalo flotilla. You'll be fine.
Right. And if you decide that you're going to do some rope swing action or jump off of a 4-story tree or something like that, maybe swim around. Do a little bit of inspecting, make sure that there's not, something that's washed in like a tree or something like that underneath that that's shallow that you're going to, crack your head open.
Yeah. Other than that, the actual floating itself is nice and clear from everything I've been seeing. It's good to go. Yeah, man. 1 week out. 1 week out. Oh, I don't know. Should I discuss our issue or should we just figure that out and let them find out when we get there?
Oh, the premiums thing?
Yeah. Well, you just said it, so you already said the word. So,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right. So,
I don't think we should come up with a solution before we just put out the problem.
Yeah. We will have the solution to the premium issue. Don't worry. Shit. So just a heads up, a couple premium camps might be getting moved around the ground somehow, just due to safety concerns and whatnot. But we'll figure it out as we go, right?
Some of the power pools got washed away in the flood, and they're replacing them.
Okay, we're going to talk about it. All right. Let's talk about it. Oh, you already did you premium power pool. So we're missing 6 power poles on the lower end right now. They got washed into the river during the flood. They were supposed to be replaced. Dude, we're a week out and they're still waiting on an engineer to show up to give them the okay to drop 6, right? Which is 12 premium campsites, man. And we are sold out. to my knowledge, these were supposed to be. This was supposed to be fixed, man, but it's not. So, worst case scenario, we're bringing in a big ass generator, but we know that's going to be kind of noisy, right? So I'm trying to figure out how to do that without having a generator running next to you guys all night, and still deliver you power. So we'll have it figured out. There's actually like a plan A through H right now. So there's multiple ways to handle this. We just want to make sure it's, everybody gets everybody
What they
gets where they
pay
want
for.
to.
That's right. Everybody's happy,
Yeah.
and it's a good time.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So, that last minute hustle there. So it when you show up, there may be a couple other premium areas that weren't listed on the map. Uh but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we'll have it figured out, man. It all depends. I won't let you know, but we'll have it covered in time, man. I'll be down there Monday. So any of the early birds showing up, if you see me there, I'm going to put you to work. So maybe hide from me, okay? Go to the other side of the campground so I won't find you. But yeah, man, yeah, that's about it on that front, man. Other than that, dude, our admissions is most likely going to be slightly different this year. And so anybody that's been there, all the newcomers, man, they'll figure it out. It's their first time, right? But anybody that's been there before, we usually have admissions set up by the cabins near the store. There's going to be an actual think like at the gathering, right? Like there's going to be a full trailer devoted to the admissions area further in. So just start kind of
heading
heading
north,
down towards your
upriver.
campsites. You'll find us. We're gonna be tucked in back there. But yeah, so admissions will be a little closer. And also, when you go to your floats, we're probably gonna have it set up to where you don't have to walk all the way up to the store to get on your floats, right? We'll make that a little simpler for you guys. Pretty much come up and pick you up right above your campsites or
Right.
something,
Yeah,
man.
we'll have a
So
bus in the upper end just to pick us up. So it's
yeah,
just going to be us on that bus. Just
yeah.
juggle.
Yep, completely. Which is what it was last year too, but everybody still had to walk all the way up to admissions. So we're
Yeah,
gonna make it a little easier for you. We're gonna try to get the bus a little closer to you guys, so you can a little easier to haul your cooler and everything up there. There's not gonna be a big walk anywhere or nothing, man. So all you lazy assholes, you got
gotcha.
it cushy this year. Everything's kind of a little closer to everything. Oh, shoot.
Elena says, will there be wristbands this year? Yes, there will be wristbands for sure.
There's wristbands every year. Like we gotta do something.
Yeah, we got to make
What do
sure
you
we
do for
belong there.
admissions or for the float? Because I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, there's going to
when
be.
is the
Yeah, I mean that we do
well, we're,
wristbands for the
we're
float.
gonna everybody that comes in, we're gonna give you tattoos on your forehead. That's how we're gonna know
Yeah,
that
numbers.
you paid for admissions. We're gonna just tattoo a giant, just Tom Woods autograph right across your forehead.
I
Yeah.
already give one to Cody. He washed it off like a bitch.
Oh no, tattoo guns, man. Now that you know how to tattoo, oh yeah, you can't really see red in the light. Hey, yeah. Now that you know how to tattoo, man, we're just gonna
That may
yeah,
slow
that'll be
loading the bus up if I'm tattooing everybody that gets on that some bitch.
the shoot, man. Just a quick autograph.
All right, let's see what I can do. Anyway,
Uh, but yeah, we got wristbands. We're not gonna tell you what color or what they look like or none of that shit. Yeah,
but there's
you can
wristbands when you buy a vessel too. You'll have a wrist. The owner of that vessel gets a wristband, maybe.
maybe not, man. Like I had to mix it up a little last year because the year before we had a bunch of people with just a bunch of different colored wristbands, and it was too hard for the campground staff to tell everyone apart, man. So that's why I had to switch it up a little bit this last year, and I think I'm going to switch it up again. I'm going to keep you guys on your toes so you don't know what kind of thing is meant for your floats, man. Yeah, you got to
But
pay
you
for
do
your
have a
float.
plan.
I can't pay for your float, fuckers. So I'm going to keep mixing it up, man.
What I really meant is y'all have fabric wristbands like the Gathering collector's items. Yes, we do have those every year.
Oh, you should have told her it was like Kevlar, hard plastic ones, metal. We're just gonna put a metal crimp bracelet on you or something.
No, but they are cool looking. I mean, nobody's seen them, so there's nobody that's going to emulate these things.
Yeah, and Elena, why are you even at? You've been there like the last like 2 or 3 years, haven't you? When? Why? Why? I mean, are you trying to sell the fact that we have dope wristbands?
So
Maybe that's what she's doing. We do have dope wristbands. They are dope. They're fly. If you leave it on for the whole year, you're like 0.4% more likely to get laid.
that's true. Yeah, that has been proven. But yeah, there's so many people that do leave those
Wait,
things.
no. She says we've never had fabric ones. We've never had fabric ones.
What?
You're smoking crack down there, Elena. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, dude. I
we've had
got
all
love.
for
Like,
the
I don't know
past
what
4
that
fucking
Texas
years.
heat.
We've had them for
What
4 years.
were they? If they're not fabric, then what were they?
Yeah, here's one of last year's. What is this? What's this one? This is last. No, this is the year before last. This looks to be fabric, does it not? Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, damn it, girl.
Man.
Yeah, see, Hillary's even said I got a purple. She's got the exact purple band that I was just holding up, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, she's got to be talking about the fucking float pass, like that, because there was one day last year where we passed out different colored wristbands for different, a canoe or a kayak or something. That's the only thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now she's got me all fucked up and confused, man.
Yeah, the owners last year, the owners of who paid for the crafts got a plastic wristband,
On one of the days, yeah.
and the next day they got a stamp.
Yeah. Or temporary tattoos, man. We're
Yes.
trying some new things out, man. Just seeing what works. So this year I got a little different idea for it.
Okay, I don't even know what that is, so that's probably
Indeed.
yeah, that was probably on purpose that I don't know.
Oh no, I mean it's also, dude. I mean, do we have so many things to talk about, man? I'm sure there's still things we haven't gone over yet, man. Like, oh yeah, this is happening now. Like, oh crap, dude. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, I almost hate for this to end, but yeah, we're running on almost to 8:30, and this is the very last weekly update for this year. And I just wanted to thanks to Ogre and Drew for coming on with me every week and making this a fucking ton of fun. And everybody that comes on and visits with us, especially the ones that are here every week, like Jelly Bean and Cody and Sid Chic and Relic. I've seen Hillary on here 1,000 times, and
KO, James,
yeah, AO is
so many. Mr. Cross there, Lots, Bryce, Michael, fucking there's so many. Mr. Kraus, fucking dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, there's so many, dude. Much love to everybody. I can't even name you all, dude. So don't hate me. I didn't get you out there. Like, dude, there's so many people, man. It's fucking show so much love here, dude. And it's yeah, man, it's crazy. Well, I don't think either of us ever expected all of this, man. So
no, I mean
yeah,
we started this thing because we were talking about doing an infomercial. I was like, let's just, if we go on there and do a podcast, we can keep everybody updated because things change every week for us building this thing. And it just turned into just this fun time that we've had. So it doesn't even seem like work. I look forward to it all week. And but not as much as I look forward to the float itself. The float itself is just next level. And I cannot wait to see everybody there. And this would be the last time you see
I'm real excited for, man. I mean, I'm terrified too. Like, what, Saturday begins my hell week.
That's right. This will be the last time that you see Over smile for the next month, probably. So,
I mean, there's always a few moments, man. Like, I make sure I still take my moments at the float, 95% of it, I'm stressed out, man. But there's those, when I can, I know there's nothing happening for me for the next 20 minutes, where I can actually come down and kind of walk around and just, enjoy it for a few seconds, and I do, man. It's those, dude, I've had a few moments of the float that I never would have had otherwise, and even moments by myself, dude, just sitting up in the top field in the middle of the night, man, watching all these parties go on all around us, stage lights kicking, sound pounding. And dude, I could just hear, 700 people having a fucking blast, it's like, damn, dude, like maybe I, maybe I didn't fuck this up too bad,
And one thing, usually, me and Over take a few minutes after the finale. We'll get together and just, have a drink or a tattoo or something, and just, sort of congratulate ourselves on being able to put together another amazing float. And I'm sure we'll do something this year too.
I feel like it's more like that first cigar after you get back out of the trenches to the back lines, like I survived another one. Yeah, dude. Oh, shoot.
All right, brother. Well, I guess let's wrap this thing up and start the countdown. The last 6 days.
Yep.
So if you're viewing us now and you haven't got your tickets, get them now or get them at the gate. We will see you kids in a week, and it's going to be a good time. For those of you flying in, safe travels. The ones also the ones that's going to be driving from hell. I know that we've got some people driving from Maine to come to the float. So you people, please be careful. Safe travels. Keep your head up, and we will see you in just a few more days.
Oh yeah, clown love, motherfuckers. Float. Much love to you all. We'll see you soon.
Much love. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. I float. Oh yeah. I float. Oh yeah. I float. Floaty.